Very good morning, my dear students. I am Satya Narayanan, your chemistry teacher. See, in the last few videos, we have seen the topics given in the lesson called matter. In this video, we're going to talk about the textbook exercise of the lesson matter. Now, let us go to the first one, that is matter is composed of atoms, molecules, and ions. See, if you talk about copper wire, the copper wire is made up of atoms. Whereas if you talk about the substances like polymer, polyester, or polythene, many molecules are made up of many molecules. So, matter is composed of either atom or molecules, even ions. Let us consider the salt. Sodium chloride, sodium ion and chloride ion are the constituents of common salt. So the answer will be all the above. Now, next one, that is the liquid metal used in thermometer is a very easy question it is. Very easy question it is. That is nothing but mercury, right? Copper is not used. And then the pictorial symbol of water given by the alchemist was, so actually this symbol was given by Greek. We might have learned this diagram of a Greek symbol of giving matter, that is fundamental matters like fire, water, space, water, right? So we have seen 5 different things. So the down-headed arrow mark is given to water. So let us mark. That is an answer for the third question. The next one will be which one of the element named not derived from planet? See, plutonium is derived from Pluto, neptunium is derived from Neptune, uranium is derived from Uranus, and the mercury actually indicates the name of the god. So that is the reason it is different from the planet. So the answer will be we can say D is an option. So we will mark D. And then a symbol of mercury is, see, in order to find out the symbol of mercury, we will see the hydrogerum. See, Ag means argentum, Au means aurum, Bb means plumbum, whereas hydrogerum means mercury. So we will mark the option B. Next will be a form of non-metal which has a high ductility. So we have learned that nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, all are gases, whereas carbon can be made into a carbon fiber. The carbon fiber has a high ductility. So we have seen this in our video. So the option is D. Okay. Now let us go to the next question. That is 7th one. Which one of the metal possesses low tensile strength? See, when you talk about tensile strength, we have seen some exceptions like zinc, antimony, arsenic. So in that option, silver, copper, aluminium, all can be used, have a high tensile strength, whereas zinc alone has a less tensile strength. So the option is C in this, right? The next one, the property which allows the metal to be hammered into their sheets is, see, ductility made into wires, drawn into wires, malleability drawn into sheets, conductivity either tensile strength or heating or conductivity of heat or electricity, whereas the tensile strength, how much the heaviness it hold. So the answer is malleability, because hammered into sheets. The answer is malleability, right? The next one, The non-metal which conducts current. See, non-metal they talk about oxygen. It is present in the air. It does not conduct electricity. Whereas sulfur is a non-metal which does not conduct electricity in the solid state. Come to the aluminium, which is a metal, but question asked for non-metal. So option is carbon. The carbon in the form of graphite. In the form of graphite, it conducts electricity. So the option is A for this question. And then the next one is this pencil lead contains none other than graphite. Zinc and graphite is a mixture. It is used in the making of pencil lead. Now, the diamond is not used, aluminum is not used, sulfur is not used. The answer is graphite. The answer is graphite. So we will see the option is A for this question. Similarly, come to the next one, that is fill in the blanks. Now we will move on to the first one, that is the element which possesses the character of both metals and non-metals are. So I'm going to write here, the answer is metalloids, right, or semi-metals. So let me extend that. Yeah, okay. What is the symbol of tungsten? Symbol of tungsten is very simple. That is wolfram. Wolfram W, it is capital W. Come to the next one. That is melting point of most metal is dash than non-metal. It's very simple answer. Metals usually have a high melting point than non-metals. So the answer is higher than non-metals. Higher than non-metals. Next, water contains dash and dash elements. So let me write that. So once again, yes. So what are the elements present in the water? Hydrogen and oxygen, right? Next, gas is used in semiconductor industry. See, we have discussed this in our video, that is silicon or germanium, right? So let me write silicon or germanium. So you can answer this. Now come to the next question, that is true or false. The metals are generally good conductor of electricity, but not good conductor of heat. See, metals are generally good conductor of heat and electricity. Heat and electricity. So the answer will be the answer will be true or false. False. So we need to cut this statement, right? So let me cut this. Instead we will write and here, right? So metals are good conductors of electricity and good conductor of heat. Gallium is a solid state or just above the room temperature. The answer is gallium. We have seen it is present in the liquid state. So the answer here is solid is a wrong one. So we are going to change it as liquid, right? Next, compounds can be made up of only one atom. Definitely it's false, because compound can be made up of more than one atom, right? So more than one atom is an answer. So let me cut this. Okay, more than one atom, so we will include this more than one atom. More than 1 atom is the answer. Now the next one will be coal can be drawn into wires. So coal is made up of carbon. So carbon is a non-metal. Non-metal cannot be drawn into wires. So the answer is false. So I'm going to write it as cannot. Right? Though, so the answer is cannot be drawn into wires. Zinc is highly ductile in nature. So zinc is highly ductile in nature, they said. See, in a previous video we have learned that zinc is having less tensile strength, so ductility will not be applicable for this. Zinc is not highly ductile is the answer, so we will include only not to this LOT, right? Okay, now match the following. So we will match this and we will wind up this session. In our next video we will see the other 1 marks and 2 marks of this, right? Now match the substance given in the column A with they are used in the column B. Iron, so for making wires and swinging needles, as a fuel for ignition in rockets, and making a filament of bulb. So whichever we know that we will find it first. So tungsten, which is used in the making of bulb, filament of bulb. So the answer is 3 for this question. So we will write the answer is 3. Now what about as a fuel for ignition in the rocket? So we have learned this as a boron, right? We have seen a green color light, it is coming out of rocket, is nothing but boron. It's eco-friendly one. Copper for making wires, household wires, so we will mark this is 2. And obviously sewing needles is nothing but made up of iron, so that is answer 1. So we have finished our 1 mark session. Now we will see the next one in our next video. Keep watching, the learning will be interesting here. Subscribe for more videos. The chemistry concepts made easy here. Thank you.